did 2 whole cars. It was me, Dez, and me 3, right? And on the first car, in small letters, it said, "All you see is," and then, you know, big, you know, block silver letters, it said, "Crime in the city," right?
At the Grand Concourse 149th Street station in the Bronx, graffiti writers gather at what they call the writer's bench.
What's good? Another episode live from the writer's bench. I'm your man Kill with the usual suspects. We got everybody with us on the bench tonight. Beezo and Vic. What's going on, fellas?
What up? What up? What's good?
What's good? Yo, me and Ed was kicking it the other day, and we was like, yo, we been having some real good shows. You know, Bane, you know, Jake won. We did the De La show last week and everything like that. But we were just talking about how we ain't had a fun show in a while. Just some old, like, you know, like the Battle of the Boroughs where, you know, we up in here cracking jokes and everything like that. Just a lighthearted show. So we had the idea of us talking about our guilty pleasures when it comes to music. Now, I know most hip-hop dudes and thugs on the corner gonna act like they ain't got no guilty pleasures and they don't play no slow jams at night when they go to bed and everything like that. You know, cuddle up with their woman. Like you said, Beezo dudes so hard. They be playing Fight the Power when they want to try and get romantic with their lady or whatever like that.
They could go to sleep with a screw face on.
Exactly. But everybody has them. Y'all gave me hell last week because I never heard stakes is high. You know what I'm saying? So we all got them. What? So we gonna talk about. Vic, you wasn't around.
Hey, did you hear it yet? Did you listen to it yet?
I did not. I did not listen to it yet, man. It's been a crazy week, man. It's been a crazy week, man.
I told you, man. You need to go get an old school Walkman with a tape cassette and just listen to that shit when you walk into the bathroom.
How you ain't hear stakes is
listen
high.
to that.
We'll save that, Vic, since you ain't hear that one. That'll be one of my guilty pleasures. But yo, Ev, you set us off, man. This was your idea, so you set us off. What is one of your guilty pleasures?
I got a couple of them because I ain't even gonna front. My first
what is some of your guilty pleasures, man?
My first one is
Don't do it.
Can't Touch This.
Did it?
It's the banging that song, cuz when that shit came out, look, I'm gonna tell you how it goes down.
All right, tell me what went down.
When that thing came out, cuz I was a young boy going to the little house parties down to somebody's mom's basement or some something, you know, stuff like that. And I was ironing my polka dot shirt because you know I had a polka dot shirt because I was on the Kwame thing. And I heard that joint. It's Rick James, y'all.
I mean, it's Rick James, yeah.
Can't tell. Yo, that shit is bang. And I ain't gonna front. I like the video too. The video. Yo,
you like the video?
When the cat did the side thing, yo, I was like, yo, that's crazy.
You was down in the basement doing the hammer dance and shit.
I probably did, man. I probably did the side to side running there. Cause Hammer can, yo, man, Hammer can dance, guys. Hammer can dance. That's what y'all want to say. Hammer can dance, guys.
Yo, man, Hammer couldn't dance, man.
Kill.
Come on, I put Scoob and Scrap and G-Raps against Hammer any day of the week, man.
I'm a Scoob
Outcast. Hammer might just fuck you up.
What you said, man?
That's what
Hammer might just fuck you up. Dude was crazy in shape, dog.
Hammer.
I mean, you know that's where he get his name, you know.
Hammer can dance. Come on, y'all know, y'all out there, y'all know Hammer can dance, man.
Yo, I'm not gonna hold you, fam. I never liked You Can't Touch This. I never thought Hammer could dance.
All right, look, you ain't like You Can't Touch This, but look, Turn His Mother Out. Tell me you ain't like that song.
Yeah, you know what? I was about to say, I guess that'd be my one guilty pleasure.
I told y'all, guys. I told you.
Turn
His Mother Out.
Out? Yeah, I used to fuck with it. I can't.
Hammer, you ain't hitting in New York, Hammer.
I'm not gonna hold you.
Hammer.
I'm not trying to be thorough. I just never liked Hammer. I never really liked any of his joints.
Nah, I mean, I didn't like him either, but I can't front that Turn This Mother Out. I don't know what it was. Hammer, you hurting him in the video. He's doing it. Hard shit. You know what I'm saying? Now wait, is that the one where he's running around in that goddamn G-string and shit?
Nah, that's Pumps and the Bumps.
Okay, that's what I did.
Nah, I can't.
I couldn't fuck you that. Running around with leopard print. Come on.
Yeah, I
So,
remember I was in the building.
although, true story, back in like, I want to say 87, at the rooftop up on 145th, down the block from the Rucker Park, I witnessed Big Daddy Kane at the height of his career when he was killing it, wearing of a velour Dapper Dan suit. That nigga dropped his pants and was humping the air for like 5 minutes, man, wearing some G-strings, yo. It might have been a thong, but we just kind of turned away like, yo, this nigga's wildin'. And that was in like 87, 88.
Yo, the rooftop remember the rooftop got closed every other weekend, fam. Somebody's getting shot up in that bitch, man.
Yeah, man.
That shit was crazy.
Norm over there.
Rooftop was fucking off the God.
Yeah, I seen a nigga get blammed point blank with his sword off in front of the rooftop.
That rooftop shit was ignorant.
It was straight ignorant. Word up.
All right, so Ev, your joint is you like turn this mother out,
And you can't touch this. I'm gonna put that in too. And you can't touch this.
and that hammer could dance.
It's a brave soul, brother.
And Hammer can dance. And Hammer can, and I still say, yo,
You
cuz.
really think Hammer could battle Scoob and Scrap?
All right, now let's look at that. Now we're talking about two different styles. First of all,
See, I don't know. Ballet.
I'm about to say, is it really?
yeah, you know
All
what I
I
mean.
know Hammer do is that shit. That with his feet.
Hey, but look, Scoop needs Scrap. Scoop needs Scrap. And what is Coogee Rap? I forget his dance.
DCF dancers, the chosen few.
Yeah, they needed each other. Hammer just needed Hammer, cuz. Come on.
I don't know, man. I think Kid and Play could dance Dolo. They could dance Dolo, man. They ain't have to do the Kid.
Wait. So hold on.
Kid was just trying to keep up, man.
You know who I keep? You know why we equated his dancing style to Hammer's, but on some New York shit is Puffy, because his whole like take that.
Shit.
That's just a slow down version.
Puffy bit off of him.
It's just a slow down version of Hammer's shit, yo.
He bit off him.
Y'all in front of him if y'all want to. Hammer was hard, cuz.
All right. I'm just saying in a battle, Scoob Lover versus Hammer.
Hammer.
Hammer. Hammer. When he goes to fall back, who you gonna fall back on, Kim?
He ain't gotta fall back, man.
Come on.
He ain't got Beezo. What you
I
say,
gotta
man?
give it to Hammer, yo.
Hammer.
You know what it is, Kill? I'm thinking in my mind.
Y'all
I'm
niggas.
thinking in my mind the different moves I've seen these cats make. And Hammer makes, like it or love it or hate it, he makes a lot of moves, dog. He keeps
First off,
on the dance floor.
Hammer ended up dancing his way into a plane. They imitated Hammer on Saturday Night Live. I ain't never seen SNL like, yo, we gonna imitate Scoop.
Man, come on, man. We can't bring in with Saturday Night Live.
As far as I'm concerned,
Oh man,
I'm still buying Metro passes, man.
Nah. I put my man. What's your man from The Burning? G Wiz.
Yeah.
I put G Wiz against Hammer.
You know what? I put Hev against Hammer. Hev used to move. Don't get it twisted.
No. You can't say you gonna put Hev would beat Hammer, but Scoob wouldn't.
But that's what I'm saying. Scoop was just. I never really seen Scoop doing nothing other than like the popular dances.
With his other dance
Yo,
partner.
man, the move from the Leave On Me video alone.
Let's put it this way, Kill.
Video alone.
Ask yourself this question: If it was a barbecue, and Scoop and Hammer got up and started dancing, who do you think's gonna rip that barbecue down? Hammer with all that shit he be doing?
Hammer gonna kill it, guys.
I think everybody will get hyped off of Hammer.
Everybody will get hyped. That don't mean he will win. That don't mean he's the best dancer. Just because everybody.
What else you gotta go by?
I mean, for dancing, you
But it's a guilty. If you ask for a guilty pleasure, and my man is telling you.
No. I'm not going against Ev. I'm not going against Ev. This is something totally separate. This ain't even Ev's guilty pleasure was Hammer. I'm just saying Hammer versus Scoob Lover. Wow.
I have to give it to Hammer.
That's
maybe Scoop can take him, but from what we've seen in videos and shows and shit,
Hammer, cuz. Come on.
Hammer.
That's the right, man.
Go back and look at. You can't touch this video.
Give him some credit, kid. I mean, the man cuts a rug, man.
Yeah, he cut a rug.
He had so many dances and dancing, he went broke.
Yeah.
He went broke over dancing.
I'm
dancing, I'm gonna go broke.
He got a song called Dance Machine. He redid Dance Machine.
No, okay, I lose. This is like when somebody lost in an MC battle. I don't even believe this. I'm scratching my head right now, but Vic, what's yours, man?
We talking about hip hop guilty pleasure.
Or any type of musical guilty pleasure.
Y'all know me, I listen to everything, man. So I had to hear some more questions and y'all come back to me because I listen to everything. So.
Beezo, what you got, man?
It's really just one. Other than that, turn his mother out, I guess. Is yo, I like R&B hip hop, son. I always have, yo. Now, you know, that might come with a caveat. Being from the Vernon, and Hev was probably, I think he was the first cat to like do a joint with an R&B artist when he did the Just Coolin' with Levert. I think Hev was the first. If not the first, he was one of the first. And you know, Hev being from the Vernon, he was like the mayor of the Vernon. You know what I mean? So it's like, and then really, I think it comes from Eddie F. Because Eddie always put it in my head, man. His plan was always to move past hip hop and do R&B. That's where the money is. And then growing up in the house with two women, I always listen to slow jams and R&B. So I kind of started getting into the R&B hip hop shit, man. You know, I just look at it like it's just music, man. But
you're trying to give a justification right now, brother.
Ev, you know what this guy? Yo, Ev, you know what this gonna go into? Ev, you know what this gonna go into? It's gonna go into Ghost Dini, man. It's gonna go to Ghost Dini.
right.
See, this was the Yellow Brick Road right off the Ghost Dini album cover.
That's right. That's right.
The Yellow Brick Road.
That's right. And I'll be that Wizard of Oz, goddammit, to tell you. That shit, yo, that's a perfect example of why I told you this. I told you. I love R&B hip hop, son. That shit, I love
laying down the yellow brick, the bricks in the road to lead us to Ghost Deep.
But see, but here's the one thing though. Not every cat can do it. Not every cat can get on a track with an R&B singer and hold it down. Like you would never think Rick Ross, with his style, could get on a John Legend track and it not sound crazy, but you know what I mean, crazy in a bad way. But yo, the nigga held it down on that, you know, that joint. What is it? What is it again, Kill?
Damn,
I can't. It's one of my favorite tracks from that nigga too. I can't forget. I forgot that shit.
It's the half joint. It's that half sample.
Yeah. What do we?
Who do we think we are?
What do we think we are? Damn, word. But like shit like that. But then when you get a nigga like Soulja Boy or Trinidad James or what's the other dude with the dreads, terrible rapping nigga,
Chief Keef or any of them dudes.
Well, yeah, one of them. Keef. Yeah, that nigga. Them cats on the joints just sound like Mickey Mouse bullshit. But when you get like a Ghostface Killer style nigga, the cat you at least expected to be on some R&B shit, you know what I'm saying, and a nice little rhythm and some nice melody.
Yo, we should be able to get Ghost on this show just off the Ghost Dini love. Because in all city, God, there's no other place in the world that gets Ghost Dini gets this much love. Ghost gotta come just for this.
That's right. I'm sure he got a couple of album sales just because of this guy.
Just from the Ghost Dini joint.
Word up. But I'm telling you, man, it's got some shit with it. But that's my one guilty pleasure, man. I guess, man. You know, it's probably a couple
I'm gonna
others.
listen to it tonight. I'm going tonight. I'm gonna listen to Ghost Dini.
Look, man, that is a guilty pleasure because it is some joints on there.
Ah, comes out.
It comes
out. Okay.
What you talking about, man? Get a nigga some love, man.
Okay, alright.
The only joint I like from it is the joint Beezo don't like.
Oh, you heard
Which
it
one?
too.
Staples.
Okay.
No, I like Staples. But it's like it's a porno. It's, you know, you can't watch a porno every time I want to watch a movie and shit. I can't listen to it every time I want to hear some song. Like, damn, son. I need some pussy now. What's going on, man? You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's dope, but it's too much, man. I take Talk Like Sex. You know what I'm saying? That shit is a Stapleton sex, man. It's too much.
You take Talk Like Sex over Stapleton? Stapleton you think is more raw than Talk Like Sex?
Yes.
Well, yeah, you know why? Because it's a whole different time.
Yeah, man.
Talk Like Sex came out. Talk Like Sex was Stapleton sex at that time.
Right.
Because I remember when I heard Talk Like Sex.
Rap flipped it on some, you know, on some LG rap analogies and shit, but your man Ghostface was just straightforward, you know, got the chick moaning and groaning and shit, like, damn, nigga.
Right.
That's Ghost, yo. That's Ghost.
All right, you still.
What about you, now, Kill? What about you? What about you, man?
Yo, to be honest, fam, I don't think the hard part about guilty pleasures. All right, I'll say this. I'll say here's one, and it's kind of in the line of Beezo. Cats, but everybody knows I love slow jams. Like anybody who knows me knows that I used to make slow jam tapes back when we was in high school. I used to call them 90 minutes in Timberland. 90 minutes of knocking boots. Get it, Timberland boot. So, and the tape was 90 minutes. I gotta shout out my man with the title.
That nigga went deep with us.
He came with the title, the 90 Minutes in Timberland. I still got volumes under my bed. I'm like up to like, I ain't made them lately because ain't no real good slow jams out. But I was like up to number 45. I got slow jam CDs for days. But I would have to say my guilty pleasure right now that a lot of people probably wouldn't know about me. Beezo, my man Jace, who came with us, when I said this to him, he like looked at me twice. Yo, I love that new Beyonce album, man.
Oh yeah.
That's a good album, man. That's not a guilty pleasure.
But what I'm saying is for a dude like me to be like, yo, I like Beyonce's new album. Most dudes who like Beyonce don't play for the Sixers. So I think it is kind of a guilty pleasure to be like, I like that. I rock with it. There are days in the car when I'm like, yo, I need to pull out that new B album.
Let me ask you this, kid.
I haven't pulled it out and listened to it.
Let me ask you, got 3 albums you could play. Raheem DeVaughn, Justin Timberlake, or Beyonce. Which one are you playing?
Probably B.
Really? Over Raheem DeVaughn?
Yeah. Production-wise, man, me and F talked about this once. We was on the phone for hours, man. Like, yo, this is...
But look,
this B album is solid, man.
The thing with the B album, I gotta give it credit, is the marketing was tremendous.
Yeah, I like that shit.
The fact that you put out a video for each song, and then you tell people that these videos connect. I sat and watched all the videos trying to look at the story, didn't realize by the time I got to the last video, I don't listen to this chick whole album. I don't know the last time I sat and listened to a whole album all the way through. But
yeah, the marketing was impeccable.
Yeah, the marketing was like, you know, I sat and listened to the whole thing and didn't even realize it. So yeah, you on that one, she got me.
Yeah,
but that's not a guilty pleasure. I give you guilty pleasure, Kill. Who liked Color Me Bad back in the day? Ooh.
I mean, who didn't?
I guilty pleasure. See?
Yeah, I mean, I rock with that one song. You said, do we rock with Color Me Bad? I rock with...
Yeah,
it's
a big difference.
I Want to Sex You Up with the soundtrack. That was the extent of Color Me Bad. As far as you like, who like Color Me Bad, I like that song.
Well, no, I mean, that's like, that's the only song I know of them is that song.
Yeah, that's when we was in college and shit. That was like an anthem for that shit. Hey, man, thanks, brothers. Y'all hooked your brother up a couple times with that song, bro. Heard up.
And then you also got to look at the time and place of the song. Like, I put a lot of emphasis on where you hear a song and where you're at. If you remember, in New Jack City, Nino's girl was stripping off that song. So you gotta understand.
Yo, son, you wasn't getting no ass. You was fucking with them dudes, dog. That's the Joe Decky era. If you wasn't messing with Joe Decky, you was on some sucker shit, man. Look, I can't sign off on that. I want to sex you up, dog.
You ain't like I want to sex you up.
Dog.
Man. Vic was out there. You know what, Vic is? We even call you Jerobi, man. You Professor Griff, man.
That's what I'm saying, dog.
You Professor Griff, man. You about to make an anti-Semitic statement in a second, man.
Oh, you ain't like that shit, cuz?
I was fucking with that, dog. Y'all was confused.
That was song, Greg.
Hey, Vic, you know what it was, though? You go to a party back in them days, and they throw that song on, and you sit back and watch how many chicks on the dance floor. Word up.
I mean, it's not that I wasn't listening to it, because if that's the case, Silk was out, and what's them other dudes? And if I ever... What's
Shy.
Yo! But then that goes back to what Beezo was saying. I rocked with Silk. Silk was hard. Freak me.
Who's the one that did that song?
Vic too hard. Vic, what you played when you was trying to chill with your girl?
You know what it was, man?
Vic was playing Strictly Business.
You know what it was, man? It's just funny to me because when y'all was playing Freak Me in the States, I was overseas in the Philippines.
Yeah, what was you playing to get the Philippines?
All I can remember is you be in the spot, man, and the Filipino chick, excuse me, audience, but they be like, yo, freak me. And I be like, damn, what the fuck is she talking about, man? They couldn't, I guess it's just because the way they said it over there.
Oh, like, they say freak me?
Yeah, they were saying freak me, but they would say freak me. And I be like, yo, what is that?
Vic, answer me this. While you was over in the Philippines, if you had a young lady over, what was you playing?
Yeah, what you put on?
I was overseas, man. We jumped off. I mean, that got played But I just at that
Wait,
time,
welcome to the Terror Dome or some shit.
What did you do?
Look, I'm gonna give y'all my guilty pleasure. I got all into the grunge and the white boy shit real heavy. I'm gonna say my guilty pleasure is the Beck album Guerrero.
Oh,
And see, everybody like, what the hell is that?
No, I know the Beck was alright.
of it.
I've heard of Beck.
That was my guilty pleasure, man. But I was overseas, man. You know, it was a lot of cats from everywhere, so it wasn't like I was just listening to 98.7 Kiss anymore. And I got to hear so much stuff, man, that I was kind of like, all right, man, we over here, ain't nothing else to listen to.
So wait, you played?
Wait up. But Vic, I'm still waiting. What did you put on? You still have not yet
I didn't answer the question.
Did you put on grunge?
What did you put on when a young lady from the Philippines came over? What did you play?
Oh, I was probably at that time, man. What year are we talking about? Give me a year, because I'm going to tell you exactly.
You call it 1991. 91 was Color Me Bad. 91.
If we was in 91, I'm not going to front, man. I always with an older crowd, so I was probably, if you was coming off in my room, I was going to hit you out. I was a lover, dog. I'm going to hit you out to some Luther Vandross or some old Anita Baker shit.
Okay.
I was old. I was, you know.
Vic, like, I ain't playing that Joe to see that little kid.
I was old. Now, look, don't get me wrong. Now, the Joe Decky era, I lost my mind, dog. Diary of a Madman.
You know, it took me a second to understand what he was saying.
I just got it too. I
had no idea what he was talking about. Like, Joe Decky, white rap. That's when he started talking, and I don't know what he talking about.
I thought it was a white group.
I just thought it was a white group called Joe Decky.
Overseas, Jodeci, Diary of a Madman was the madness. I'm talking about where I'm in a place where a lot of things that over here that are still legal, illegal was legal over there, man. So Jodeci in Japan is a whole nother show. That's a show.
That's a whole.
Yo, can I just say this one thing? And one of my guilty pleasures, I must admit, it's not really it's not hip hop, but and them niggas is so goddamn corny to me. But I used to love this stupid ass song, that Knocking the Boots shit. Somebody's saying knocking the boots.
Wow.
Yeah, that shit was hot though.
Wow. Okay. I ain't even gonna hold you. That joint could never make my
It's the original track. That's what it is. The original sample.
We said it like that, Beezo. What was them cats that was from Mount Vernon that had the joint out, man?
Singing dudes?
Yeah, it was some cats, man.
What was the song?
I played the shit the other day for my girl, man.
I'll
never forget, I was dating this girl that was from New Rochelle, and she pulled up, and she was dating the dude, and the seat was all in the back. She's like, you can't touch the seat, because so-and-so sit in this seat. And I forget their names, man.
Yo, what
basic R&B group?
R&B group from
Hey, Vic, how the song go? Go, you can sing it.
It's only R&B niggas I can think of.
Man. I think there was Insight or something. Mount Vernon. Oh man, I gotta find out who that is, because I did rock their joint.
Yeah, but who is that knocking the boots? That's not
That's H-Town.
H-Town. There you go. Them niggas was corny to me. The track they singing was the one part where they was like, oh yeah.
Look, I'm gonna tell y'all. Now look, you know, for those that know, I was in high school, man. I had my little young Slimmy. We used to go, you know, take little days off sometime. And the Boomerang soundtrack. Now look, I'm gonna tell you about this group, and I know they whack.
Boomerang sound. Okay, I know you going. I know you going.
I know they whack. I know you going. PM Dawn joint on there.
Yeah, that PM Dawn joint is official.
PM Dawn track was sick.
That joint is official.
Yeah,
that's official.
All right.
I'm nobody front on that PMD track. That joint is official. That PM Dawn joint was official, man.
My time. That shit was
great. Is that the video where he's like,
Yo, but you right, bro. That joy was official.
That shit was soft, boy. It's about as soft as a baby's bottom.
To be honest, that almost made me say that should have been PM Dawn's lane. Well, you know what? That may have been his lane, because I ain't never heard his album. So
it probably was, but
that may have been his lane, but stuff like that.
I played a lot of Truth.
Truth.
Yeah.
I played a lot of In Touch. I played a lot of that shit, man. But it just was some songs. I just wasn't feeling it, but it was a group from Mount Vernon, and I could not think of it.
How many? It was like a 4-man group?
How the
It was like
song
3
go, Vic?
cats, and one of them died.
How the song
You
go?
talking about intro? He talking about intro.
Oh, now they from they from New Rochelle.
New intro. That's
One of
the intro.
They from New Rochelle. Well, a couple of them. I think one of them is from. I know one of them is
New
from
Rochelle. One of them's from Now Rule. Because the girl was like, yo, you don't touch the seat.
Yeah. I think I think 2 of them was from New Rochelle. Yeah. I know you're talking about.
All right, what, you got another one for us?
You know I do, cuz look, I am not ashamed. I listen to everything.
Don't say Young MC.
Nah, not Young MC. I wasn't really into that cat. But look, this one is just as bad. But to this day, if it came on, I'm gonna nod my head, cuz I might not dance, but I'm gonna nod my head.
Secretly in your soul, you dancing.
In my soul, and I don't even own it. But if it came on, I'm gonna rock a little bit. 357 Juicy. That shit was hot, and they had some big
Hammer
ass.
shit. They came off for him.
Exactly.
You really like Hammer, huh?
Exactly.
You really fucking with Hammer.
Yo, Beezo, he like the whole crew. He like all.
This nigga. You gotta move to Oaktown or some shit, man.
Oaktown 357 Juicy, because they had the chick on there, BNGB, and she had a big old
BNGB.
man.
BNGB, I remember that shit.
Monster.
Yo, what was the chick? Y'all remember the chick from Cali? She was on some real hard shit, rapper chick. She was on like Def Jam West Coast, I think it was.
You talking about Rage?
No, not Rage.
Rage is
I think Boss.
I know he's talking about light skin
chick, right?
Yeah, Boss.
Boss.
He had that joint Deeper. That was hard.
Yeah.
That Deeper joint that sampled that 90% of you.
Yeah. Exactly. That shit, Boss. I was talking about it with somebody over there. I'm like, I can't remember the chick name and shit. I used to fuck with that.
Yeah, she was hard.
That's it.
All right, so I guess here's another joint of mine. I don't know if it's really that guilty, but yo, I loved the disco era of music. I love disco music.
Well, you was a little kid back then. So you really didn't know that.
Oh yeah, but you listen to this shit now, it's hot.
B, if I put on Last Dance by Donna Summer.
Oh yeah.
I love that shit.
Anything about First Choice.
Hangover, Diana Ross.
I'm about to say Love Hangover. I didn't like that Last Dance.
All that disco music, because most people front on disco, because it was like, most people call it the sacrilegious era of music, because it was like you took away all the instruments and kind of just, and then a lot of people associated like it was a gay music, so a lot of people front on disco. But I rock with disco. They had a lot of bangers, man.
I rock with that shit. First Choice. It's a lot of it ended up getting sampled. You'd be surprised how much disco music got sampled into hip hop, man.
Yeah, I mean,
but what I'm just saying is
disco,
like when me and
disco became like that classic shit.
But when me and Beezo went down to Virginia, if I picked him up from the train station and I was blasting Donna Summer Last Dance, pull it up to the train station, Beezo was gonna be looking at me kind of sideways like, yo, dog, you do know there's Donna Summer up on you know. I can't pull up on 125th blasting, Last Dance.
I mean, me and Ev rode through North Philly playing Led Zeppelin. Like,
oh god, loud too.
Loud.
But Led Zeppelin is hard.
That's some hard shit.
Hard drums.
I got one for y'all. It's a guilty pleasure. Is oh damn, I just had it. It's the Clark Sisters. Can I get a witness?
Oh, I like a song by them called
Can I get a witness to Jesus? I'm about to know. Yo, let me tell y'all something. Back in like 86.
Wait. How it go?
The joint, can I get a witness? Oh, somebody know Jesus. Difference in your life. That shit right there, son. Woo! Yo, let me tell y'all. Back in like 87.
Yo, Beezo, how it go again?
Yeah, y'all just want to
how it go again? One more time, how it go?
But you know what I'm talking about, though.
No, I really don't. One more time. Just one more time.
I'll play it for you. Here you go.
No. I want you to do it.
This how much I love it. It's in my recent playlist.
Right. But I want you to do it one more time.
Nah, I don't. I think I fucked up my voice. Yeah, funny. Well, the real, me and my niggas used to play that shit. We would go to Co-op City Section 5 and 4 to play ball like every night one summer. And my man used to have a gold Chevette with the hatchback with house speakers and 1,000-watt amp, and we would pull up into the projects blasting that song. Be 5 of us in this little ass car with no muffler, no brakes, no the windows you had to pull up, and no windshield wipers, with a crazy ass system echoing off the project buildings, playing "Can I Get a Witness?" Niggas thought we was crazy, but I love that song, my nigga. I love that song. It ain't hip hop, but I love that song.
Listen to that again, cuz.
All right, I think I would have to say Fleetwood Mac, man, because
that's not guilty though. Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah,
but hold tight. I think the hard part is, to be honest, I think you are the only one who's really come up with a real guilty pleasure.
Yeah,
because everything else is just different genres of music. So they're like guilty pleasures to people, but we all listen to all kinds of music. So when you say Fleetwood,
you know what? Cause y'all ain't digging deep enough, man. Y'all gotta go.
I'm digging deep, bro. Like, yo, I'm really trying to. If I like Young MC, I would say, you know what?
I like Young MC though. But what's that dude? He was the Candy Man, the MC Brains. What was that song he had?
Brains. Shit.
What was his name?
Candy Man, dog.
The Candy Man, because
my man. I wish I was a little bit taller.
Nah, that's like ski.
That's my shit. That's my shit.
That's a guilty pleasure.
That's what's his name, right? That kick push nigga.
Nah, not Lupe.
That's not Lupe?
Nah, that was like some skilo nigga. That's a guilty pleasure.
I wish I would get more. I would
know from the day. My girl got locked in the bathroom, and I was gonna leave.
What happened? What you say?
What you say? What happened?
My girl got locked in the bathroom, and I was about to bounce, dog. That's a guilty pleasure. I was gonna leave her funky ass up in there. That's a guilty pleasure.
That's a guilty displeasure right there. I don't know if that's a pleasure.
Nah, she was locked in the bathroom and couldn't get out, and I was just gonna leave.
She was locked in the bathroom where?
At the crib. The door, the screen broke in the door, and my girl got locked in the bathroom. I was like, yo, I'm out.
Did you have to come back? Like, was you leaving for good?
That ain't no guilty pleasure. That's a confession right there.
I know, right? I'm locked in the bathroom.
I'm about to bounce on her. Locked in the bathroom.
Right, yeah, water. Give us another one, because I know you keep them coming.
Come on, man. Like, I got a whole bunch of guilty pleasures, man. Damn. You know what I'm saying? But I will say,
he just threw you under the bus right there.
We talked about this, and I know everybody on this panel thought this song was hot, and y'all shouldn't front. Because this shit was banging when it came out. I remember where I was when it came out, and I ain't even gonna get into that, because that's some real ignorant type stuff when I think about it. But, the dude, man, don't stop, Doodle Brown.
Oh, that was the shit.
I mean,
I don't think that's a guilty pleasure.
I think that depends on which setting you're at. If you are in a club and that comes on, I don't think that's a guilty pleasure because of the first person going to dance to it.
Right.
But I was gonna say that now. But there's a difference though. Did you like the song, or was it because you in the club and you see the chicks go crazy to it? Because, there's a couple of songs I got like that I never liked the song, but I like the effect.
See, that's different. Now, you get in your whip and you start blasting
on your own time. You in the club,
that's something totally different.
And you listening to it.
All right, so y'all ready? Here we go. I like the chicks when the chicks dance to it, but when that joint fades, that shit fade out and that beat come in, yo, them drums was stupid. Because I play that shit loud.
Yo, Beezo, you realize folk ain't answering questions. Do you play that? And would you play that in your whip? If I go through your iTunes right now, is Doodle Brown?
I don't own the song. I mean, it was for that period of my life. Yeah, it's not like
that. I got both versions of it.
Both. There was more than one.
Yeah, I didn't. You going deep, Vic? I didn't know.
I didn't know there was more than one.
I know that's more shit, dog.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's some Baltimore shit.
Now that's something that I don't rock with. I've never rocked with Baltimore house.
I never liked house music, but their house music is. It's like
it's not Baltimore house. It's Baltimore club music.
Baltimore club.
It's Baltimore club. It's not Baltimore house.
I fuck with go-go over that Baltimore house music. Cause I tell you one thing, I don't fuck with go-go like that, but my nigga, take your ass to a go-go club in DC one day.
Yeah.
Woo!
And Junkyard Dogs is all that. JYD is the shit.
Look, man, I was at school. My roommate.
Yeah, I think from living out here so long, and my barbershop plays go-go all the time.
It's the same beat.
R-double-E-S-S-E-S-C-A. Yo, what? Come on, man. She was hot.
Yo, Vic, all right, give us something, Vic, man.
Damn, man, because I like everything, man. It's just.
So he like locking his girl in the bathroom.
I mean, I was singing Johnny Cash the other day. You, son. Like, I like Johnny. I like all of that. Like,
I'll give you one. I'll give you one while he's thinking.
Guilty pleasures is my girl locked in the bathroom.
What you got, Beezo? What you got?
Yo, there's a few P. Diddy songs I fuck with, yo. P. Diddy joint with Keisha Cole last night.
Oh, that's a banger, man.
Banger.
But
like,
that's what I'm saying. I think that's a guilty pleasure if you just dealing with hard rock, hip hop niggas.
But you know what though? This is why I would say it is for me personally, because I listen to that shit for Dolo, but I can't front. I feel some kind of way riding down the street blasting that shit. I listen to it in the crib. I listen to it on my headphones, but it's like, I don't want people to know like he listens to Puff Daddy and shit.
Guilty pleasure,
right, man.
Nah, that's a real guilty pleasure for me.
I got one, and see, ain't nobody gonna agree with this because it ain't. Because the dude is kind of hot. I'm a huge Justin Timberlake fan.
I'm a huge Justin Timberlake fan.
I like the dude, the actor.
I don't know about a huge fan. He cool.
He cool, yeah. Exactly. Like,
I think, and you know what, Vic, and maybe you could relate to this. I forgot what award show it was. I think it was MTV. It was at the Barclays. This dude performed for like 20 minutes straight.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was, and see, that's why I think a lot of times people who don't listen to people's albums don't realize how many hits and good songs people have. Not just hits, but good songs. I mean, dude performed for 20 minutes, dancing 20 minutes. To me, Justin Timberlake is the only dude who ever was a singer who went the Hollywood route, who actually makes better music coming back. Most times when people go to Hollywood, their music just falls down and they just make whack music.
What you mean when you say goes to, he was always in Hollywood. What you mean goes to Hollywood?
Well, I mean, what I mean by that is, I know he was doing a little Mickey Mouse Club, but that ain't really Hollywood.
What you mean, like acting you talking about?
Yeah, like, I mean, doing movies and stuff. Like, okay. So he went from NSYNC to doing movies, and to me, his music is 100 times better than everybody else. Once it's like almost every time I see a rapper become an actor, it's like, oh, well, there you go. Well, let's just get used to the old stuff, because whatever they put out from here on out is gonna be subpar at best.
I got to say, I ain't taking that away from Justin, but you know, a lot of that stuff came from Usher. I'm just saying.
You said it came from Usher?
Among other people.
I mean,
I'll throw this in there. Since we're talking on this topic. What you call his first album is a banger. Robin Thicke's first album is a banger.
His first album.
I like it. I mean, I don't think it's better than the second album, but I mean,
I think it's way better. I think it's much better.
Personally, I don't see I don't get it. What it is about that second album. Everybody love that shit so much. I mean, it's not like the Marvin Gaye, like a watered down Marvin Gaye shit.
No. Like you talking about this Blurred Lines? That's his.
I'm talking about the whole album. To me, just has this feel of like a watered down version of something else. Man.
That's the fourth album. I'm talking about the second album, something else.
Yeah, I heard that his first one was his truest to me. His truest album.
Yeah, the first album I fucked with. This second one, I don't see what why it's getting so much love, man. It's alright. I mean, I don't think it's whack, but
I got another one
like other people is.
And my girl probably gonna come out here and have something to say if she up.
Did she get out the bathroom?
I let her out. Let her out. Y'all not look. A lot of y'all out there, internet land, these three brothers, y'all ain't peeping what I'm saying, but peep what I said. My girl was locked in the bathroom. Done. Done for the day, dog. Wasn't no getting out. You peep that shit. But anyway, I would have to say Remy Shan, and I still have that shit.
That's a guilty pleasure.
And Remy Shan is not a guilty pleasure.
It is, yes it is.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I got one too. I got the album too. I got Jerk.
That's not a guilty pleasure.
No, I gotta be honest. What the hell is Remy Shan?
Exactly. He no soul sick. That ain't no guilty pleasure, man.
Come on, Kill. It's a guilty pleasure.
Right, if that's a guilty pleasure, then let me say this. I used to like certain songs from Arrested Development.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah.
Wait, hold, time out.
But to me, that ain't a guilty pleasure. Remy Shan ain't
Remy Shan, yo.
Exactly. Yo, you don't even want the poison, Beezo. You don't even want
poison. What is Remy Shan?
yo, you don't even want. Don't even Google it.
Yo, just Google it, B.
What the fuck is it? Is it an artist? Is it an album? Is it a person?
Singing, man, I don't want to shit on him because he had a good album, man. I ain't gonna front. It was a
His name is
Remy. Album. Why are you saying it's a guilty pleasure?
Because, man, it was just something about it, man. This is the all around packaging. You just gotta look at it. After a couple years, I looked at it again. I was like, I'm tripping.
Take a message.
All right.
And I did buy snow shit too. I had snow shit.
Oh, now that right there,
that right there,
that one right there, Vic.
That's it.
Now we got it. Now we got
guilty as charged, pleasure. That's a felony charge.
Yeah, we can all agree on that one. That one right.
Oh,
he said snow. We all say, yeah, that one right there, bro.
Yeah, you win.
I can get past Led Zeppelin from that, but when you said snow, that's
you
about
definitely
it,
have
bro.
the guiltiest of all pleasures with that shit.
That's about it, bro. All right,
I got one though. I got one.
one.
I got one.
What you got?
And y'all probably it might go 50-50 with y'all too. Jay-Z and R. Kelly, Best of Both Worlds.
I never heard it.
I never even heard
Well,
it.
I only heard that one song. I never heard the whole album. I mean, I ain't gonna front. I got the acapella, I got the instrumental and the track.
Oh, you really like that?
Yeah, it's just something about it. I don't know what it is, man. But
What was the name of that song?
That's the song, Best of Both Worlds. That was the album, and the first single was Best of Both Worlds.
I didn't even want to hear that.
And it's like there's like
the
12
only
words
person
in the entire
in
song.
America that own that shit.
Nah, a couple of folks.
It ain't another cat in the world.
Yeah, I think I might.
Honestly, to be honest, I didn't know there was an album. I thought it was just a tour that it was.
And
That
No, it was
shit
the album.
classified as rare groove.
All right, here's another joint, Shaw. Now, I may get thrown under the bus for this, but let me first start off by saying this is a well-produced album.
Here we go.
Let's start with that. This is a well-produced album. If you listen to the production, it's crazy. There's a couple of freaky songs on here. You can't never go wrong with freaky songs. And I really didn't think that this was gonna be a good album, but it actually was. I still play to this day. Last Train to Paris, Diddy Dirty Money.
Oh yeah, you wrong for that, cuz. Actually, no, I'll take that back. You said Dirty Money.
This
I
is
haven't
Dirty
heard it. I haven't heard it.
That song is off the album, isn't it?
What's that?
The one I mentioned before, the P. Diddy with Keisha Cole. Isn't that off of that?
No, that was off one of his solo albums.
I haven't heard that.
There is a song on there I can't front that I do fuck with.
Yo, the production on this is bananas.
What was the first single off that joint?
I think it was
The biggest single.
Ass on the Floor.
Oh, it ain't that one. I would remember that. Ass on the floor.
Hold up, man. Kill snuck one on us earlier, man. I gotta go back.
What I sneak in, B?
He said he got. Did you say you had Arrested Development?
I mean, I don't own it, but I liked it.
Wait, hold up,
I
Vic.
like certain songs.
Don't front. You ain't fuck with that first joint.
Tennessee was hard, man.
Word, Tennessee, come on.
Tennessee was hard. Everyday beat.
They had two.
The only joint I didn't mess with that Mr. Window joint. But Tennessee and Everyday Beat were hard.
I'm just curious.
I know all Tennessee came in.
I'm just curious what y'all niggas was wearing when that was out, man. What was y'all dress code, man?
I mean, look, same thing Trial was wearing. Trial was wearing it. Daylight was wearing it.
I ain't gonna hold you. My dress code.
I wasn't wearing it, but I'm saying like it was popular.
I might have had on a bead or two. That's about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Stop watching.
I wasn't going full throttle like them cats was. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, I ain't never dressed like Tribe. Man. I ain't never do that.
They went.
Brothers gone.
But you know, hey, Kill, you know what song it is? It's "The Loving You No More" featuring Drake, another nigga. That's
the last song on here.
It's got Puffy singing and Drake on the rhyming and shit.
Yo, the only Drake joint that I like I haven't heard that one, but the Find Your Love, Find My Love?
Yeah.
Joint?
Yeah. I mean, again, I think it's hard for the four of us because we listen to so much other music. Now, if we had some just regular street dudes who listen to hip hop, then me saying, yo, I like Drake, I'd be getting eggs thrown at me. But, you know, the same thing with Vic saying Fleetwood Mac or with us saying whatever. But I think for the most part, outside of MC Hammer and Snow, it ain't really too many guilty pleasures.
No, that's look, man.
What's wrong with him, man? What's
Man,
wrong with him? Why you coming at Hammer like that?
Just threw both of them, just lumped them together.
I'm just saying, man.
Those are the only two that I really feel are guilty pleasures, and y'all named like 3
That
things.
shit you just posted is a guilty pleasure.
Now we know what guilty pleasure.
let's not get into it.
What's that?
That last Tango in Paris shit.
Yo, you just said you like a joint. First of all, this is where all hip hop arguments go.
You said Remy Shan, kill. See what it is? You don't believe yourself is guilty pleasure.
Did anybody even hear this? Did anybody even hear it to say it's
I ain't talking about that one. I'm talking about Remy Shan. I got Remy Shan. I know.
Yo, you didn't like Remy Shan's album?
It's a guilty pleasure.
Yo, are y'all making up this name? Is this like Decky?
He's a real person, man.
Hold on, fam.
He's a real person. Google Remy Shan.
No, I ain't saying he's the wackest. I bought it. I got duped.
This shit was hot.
Alright, yeah.
I see.
Man, come on, man.
A white Canadian reggae artist or some shit? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, you wrong for that.
He got MC Shan as the guest MC. You can stop it right there. You got MC Shan as the guest MC in like '94.
I'll tell you, hey, you want to talk about a white reggae artist? I fucks with Kali Buds. I'll tell you that shit. Straight up. I don't
know who that is.
But the Remy Shan shit is just, that was some shit, man.
Yo, man. It's a guilty pleasure, man.
It's a guilty pleasure, dog.
But since we're talking about reggae, how y'all feel about the Jewish reggae dude? What's his name?
Oh, he cut his shit off, too.
This is a Jewish reggae artist.
Yeah.
Nasu, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm still on Shakademus and Pliers, man. I don't know.
Yo, check out Kali Buds, man. Trust me.
Yeah,
you fuck with that. Yeah, he got a straight white boy, but he got 4 joints where he using like straight up rockers, dub plates, like some hard roots shit.
Is this a new dude?
Nah, he been out. This is Kali Buds shit.
I remember the name. I remember hearing his name.
Check out Tomorrow's Another Day.
That's what I'm saying. I can't get into all that, man, because Rodigan was the shit, and he used to be on Kiss. That was a white boy used to rock on Kiss, David Rodigan. David Rodigan got a sound system. Look him up, wild ass white boy, man, from England, man. He was the shit. I just going back to, I think me and Ev slipped one in on y'all, man. That motherfucking Remy Shan shit.
Yo, I swear that it really sounds like some felonious name, man. Like
it is.
So we can make it up, man.
I mean, I seen him, he real, but I swear it sounds like some made up shit, yo. That shit don't even sound real.
That's right there with Joe Decky, man.
Yeah.
Joe Decky was the shit, though.
See, I don't know if y'all can hear this shit. Fucking age, you know. And he's Kali Buds right here. You probably heard this. This was like the biggest single. Yeah, homeboy got some shit though.
Is he a Jamaican cat?
I believe so. He's straight white boy, straight white cat. Like that joint, Blind to You. He talking about how like niggas be hating on him because he a white boy, but
I can fuck with that because he could be British and grew up in Jamaica. So I can fuck with
exactly.
But the Remy Shan,
I think it is some shit like that.
Remy Shan.
He's from New Orleans.
There you go. Oh, Kali Buds is word?
Yeah, from New Orleans, raised in Bermuda though.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yo, Ev.
Yeah.
You want to touch on what we was talking about the other day?
Oh, you want to go into that right now?
Yeah, man. I mean, unless cats. I mean, because I don't think our guilty pleasures are that bad compared to what some cats would think.
No, probably not. I think I'm all out of guilty pleasures too. I'm sure it's probably something else in there floating around, but I can't think of that.
So yeah, chop it up, bro. Tell them what's on. Tell them why you mad, son.
Well, I ain't mad like that, but I was mad, and this is the reason why. And then people gonna be, I know people, they might shut me down or whatever like that. But this is my thing. They put out the, it was all this hype on the Yasin Bey and Marvin Gaye mashup joint that this dude put out. And which is cool. I'm all down with the mashup joint. I'm a Brian G fan myself, so I can go down that road and love it. And I'm a hip hop person, so sampling is part of what I came up knowing. But I have these rules, and this is my own personal rules. Certain things just shouldn't be touched. Certain things are classic stuff, but they're classic to the point where they need to be in the case. Like I used to work at Amoeba Records, and at Amoeba Records they had this wall. For those guys that's out LA or Cali, they know Amoeba. It's like a block, and it's just a big ass record store. But they would have this wall, and up on this wall they would have like these rare records, and they'll be a couple hundreds to $1,000, but they be sitting up on this wall in these little cases, like real like away from everything else. And I feel like certain albums are like that for me. One album being Marvin Gaye's "I Want You." I think Marvin Gaye's "I Want You" album is a classic album that really shouldn't be touched for anything. Now, to me, if you're gonna take a piece of it, you're gonna flip it, you're gonna sample it, cool. But to take the majority of a song, take Marvin off of it, and it doesn't matter who's rhyming on top of it, put anybody else on top of it rhyming, to me kind of discredits it a little bit. And I know it's the thin line I'm walking on, because we can go into sampling, we can go into all these other things. And like I said, me coming up, I was a Ron G cat. Ron G would do blends, and then that's nothing to this whole mashup shit. If I'm gonna talk real, it's blends, man. Ron G was doing blends, but he wouldn't do a whole album of one particular artist and somebody else to put it together. And I'm cool with that too. I just feel like it's certain albums that are untouched. One being like, I wouldn't want to hear anybody do any mashup with songs in the key of life. I was about to say that's untouched. Like you should just leave that alone. Don't try to redo it. Leave it alone. Let it be what it's gonna be. So that was my thing.
Let me ask you this. I'm sorry to cut you off, but is it the fact that it was the whole album, or if he just did one song? Because I think you remember, Kill, when we was on our way to DC, I thought that it was just a song. After Virginia, I didn't know it was a whole album.
Let me.
Do you have a problem with?
It was enough of the album. It was because if it was just
I know what you're saying. It wasn't the whole album, but
but it was enough from that album. And my thing is like, you can easily do that for market value. Like everybody loves Marvin Gaye's "I Want You." Well, the majority of people out here love Marvin Gaye's "I Want You" album. So if you're gonna take that and put that out there, then it's like of course people are gonna like it. But my thing is just that because it was that album, so much was taken from that particular album. I'm just like, nah, I can't do it. I can't do it. So that was my thing. I know I talked to Kill about it. I know me and Vic talked about it. And I know, like I said, it's a thin line. My whole argument can be broken down many different times, but at the end of the day, that's just my rules. I feel like that joint is untouched.
I'm with you on that, because I felt that kind of way when for songs in the key of life, because like one of my favorite songs, I think one of the previous episodes we did a while back, I mentioned it, Pastime Paradise, or for that Songs of Key of Life. I used it. I did it on a demo tape for this cat, and I guess maybe a month or two later is when the Coolio joint came out, and I was completely disgusted, because like when I did this shit, the artist I was working with is my man's actually Killer, was when I was doing, me and Shy was working on his demo, and A-Mav and Shabazz joint, and I did it for them, but they did a song was about like cooling out and maintaining, like, I was like, yo, if you're gonna do something, it's gotta be in the guise of this Pastime Paradise, because I'm like, for me, this song was just incredible. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't want to step on it. You know what I'm saying? And then when I heard the Coolio shit and how garbage his lyrics, his flow, money in the power, I have to get the fuck out of here, man. It just completely bastardized the song, man. So I'm with you on that, because I personally, like Q-Tip and them, I forget what album, might have been the first joint where they use that Marvin Gaye shit, Inner City, Inner City Blues or whatever. I think they used that sample on the first album, on one of the tracks. And I was cool with it back then, but it's like the Mos Def joint, like I was telling Kill that day, I thought it was just one song initially, then I went back and listened to the rest of the shit, and I was just like, it's cool. I didn't particularly care for it like that, and that bothered me, because I'm like, you taking some of this man's best work, and it's not even that dope. It's okay, it's cool, but I'm like, damn, it's like you stepping on it, man. It's like you got pure uncut shit, and you stepping on it 5 times instead of just leaving that shit as it is, man.
I just want to give a little backstory to people that are listening. They put Yasin Bey's quote-unquote aka Mos Def vocals on top of the joint. I don't think he had nothing to do with putting this album together. I think it was just somebody was like, yo, I'm gonna take these vocals, I'm gonna take this instrumentals, I'm gonna place it together. I don't know for sure, but I don't think
I don't think Mos had anything to do with it.
I don't think it had nothing to do with putting that album together. But yeah.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But like you said, I take it back to that Coolio shit. I mean, to me, that was a violation, yo. That really bothered me, man. Like, yo, there's a certain albums, man, you gotta leave alone. Certain artists like Sade. I don't want cats using Sade shit, man. You know what I mean? Hangover, you know, Love Hangover shit. I mean, whatever it is, you know, that whole. I don't want cats doing that, man. I'm sorry, man. Some shit you gotta just leave alone, man. Like
some
Purple
stuff,
Rain.
I think some stuff is sacred, man. I think we all have our own interpretation of what's sacred and what's not. I just think some stuff is just, you know, should be untouched. But that's, I mean, I think everybody's going to have their own personal thing of what is and what's okay and what's not okay.
Right. And I think that's what we was talking about, just that everybody's going to have their albums that, like, you know, because for me, like, the song that I sent out to y'all, I thought the first song was kind of dope. It had me, you know, anticipating the album. I remember Ev, you was like, nah, you wasn't feeling it.
Because Traveling Man, the regular Traveling Man song was better than that. He just
that's what I'm saying.
Right, I know what you're saying. And then when I kind of heard it, I think maybe I was expecting something else, and it just wasn't what I was expecting it to be. You know what I mean? So, but at the end of the day, you know, I don't, you know, they was trying to flip it like how Eric Sermon did with the music joint, like the Marvin joint, like stuff but like that. I guess that's what I was expecting from the album.
And that shit was dope.
Hey, man, I would love old classic style Beanie Siegel and Freeway and a DJ on 2 turntables cutting up Teddy Pendergrass, you know, harmonies and breaks and then rhyming over it. I would love somebody to go back and forth with Close the Door and Beanie Siegel and Freeway getting in it. That's just hip hop. Right. But I think what these dudes did with this mashup thing, man, it's not hip hop, man. I think they took something that, okay, well, this must be good to them and this must be good to them, and I'm gonna just throw it together.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened, man, and it ended up being something that probably really could have been really dope, but it ended up being, at the end of the day, to me, really cheap. One, because like you said, I don't think Mos Def signed off on it, and two, you know, I think the cat that did it, who am I? But I think he just, you know, he just picked a Marvin Gaye album that just happened to be hot and it just sounded right to him. But at the end of the day, it wasn't.
Now, all the joints off the I Want You album?
No. Like I said, it wasn't. I skimmed through the.
Got one joint on here. They got featuring Tammy Terrell. I'm like,
it's enough off of that I Want You album. It was enough for me to be like, okay, I can't do no more of this. I'm good. Like, I'm cool. I can't even.
It was Marvin Gaye looped it a weird. It wasn't. You know, somebody gonna be like, well, Vic, man, who are you to say what hip hop is? Here we go back into this territory again. But it was cheap. Whoever did it, I'm telling you, man, it was just cheap what you did. You know, and then you forced the lyrics, Mos Def's lyrics on the joint, and it don't sound right, man.
So let me ask you something, because I didn't realize that Mos ain't had nothing to do with it. So he got a song, Traveling Man or whatever?
Yeah, he got a regular song, Traveling Man. It's off of DJ Honda. DJ Honda put an album out back in like 98, 99.
Yeah.
And it's off of that. It's on that album, but it's a banging song.
I mean, because we got a hip hop wise, it's a lot of blends that don't sound right. You know, me and Ev was talking about that, man. But this is just this mashup thing, man. This is just something, you know, I think it's shock value. People are just taking anything. All right, man, let me, like, you know, for instance, me and Ev talked about it last night. I'm going to take Black Rob and throw him on, you know, Winter in America, Gil Scott. You know what I mean? I'm going to take all the Gil Scott off there and put the Black Rob, you know, I'm going to just put that over the cut. It's that. That's what he did.
And you know what? That's a good point, because it raises a question for me. You know, if it wasn't Yasin Bey, aka Mos Def, try to call the brother by, but you know, we got him talking about. If it wasn't Mos Def, if it was somebody that people didn't really respect, like what hip hop community didn't really feel like that, what's the chick name? The chick with that got the ass implant. What's her name?
Nicki Minaj.
Like a Nicki Minaj over Marvin Gaye's album, where people had the same problems. Would it be more of an uproar because it's Nicki Minaj? But are people cool because, oh, it's Mos Def, so it's cool? See, I mean, my thing is like, it's kind of like, it's a double standard
situation where it's like you said, bro, like, you just feel like, you know, don't touch you know, I want you. You know, so that's what, you know, at the end of the day for you, that's what it comes down to. I think I thought it was going to be kind of dope because I'm like, you know, I love Marvin, I love Mos. Let me see if this dude can freak it, where it could be an Eric Sermon music type thing. You know what I mean? Or something like that. Like I said, just what I was expecting wasn't what the end product was. So that's how it was for me. But I understand what you're saying from the door. Just, you know, if you know, it's the same way like I've always heard cats say hip hop producers shouldn't sample drums from other hip hop producers. You know, now some people feel like that's the worst thing in the world. Other people, and I'll never forget, Ski was showing you a video of how he made Dead Presidents, and he was like, yeah, I took the snare from Tribe's Oh My God. And the internet went crazy, like, oh my God, Ski, you know, da-da-da-da-da. You know, Beezo, you put me on with the joint of how Easy Mo took the snare for the what from... Not even the snare, just like the whole drum loop. That's the end of New York. Streets of New York. Streets of New York. So it's just everybody has their own rules on what's okay, what's not okay. Some people are like you can't loop more than 4 seconds. Some people are like you could. So it's just everybody's own particular rules. So like I said, bro, I feel what you're saying. For me, the product wasn't good enough. I didn't have no problem with him touching I Want You. It just wasn't good enough. Whereas your problem is you don't even want it, even if it was the greatest thing since sliced bread,
it's
just don't touch
I Want You. You know,
but see, the thing is, it's like the bar. It's almost like the bar is set too high. You know what I'm saying? Because of that class, it's a classic.
It's a classic.
So it's like, dog, even if you came close, you're never going to top what was already done.
Right.
Alone. You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense. Just let it be.
I mean, if you're not going to do better than what it is,
you got instances of cats doing that. Like Paul Nice did a blend tape where it was all Sade. Paul Nice, New York cat, white boy, big him up. You know what I'm saying? He's just crazy ass DJ and shit. I think he's from Poughkeepsie. And he did a Sade blend tape. And, you know, a lot of it kind of, great DJ, but when he did that, man, it got to the point where it just sounds so forced. And when you listen to this shit, man, that's what it sound like. It don't sound like something somebody set out to do. It sound like I got this computer program, and you know what? I'm gonna strip this down. And it didn't even have to be Most Def. He could have been using Tone Loc. It just don't sound right, man.
So tell me this: did cats like what you started off with, Ev, the old Ron G blend tapes? Because to me, when cats do blend tapes, I always enjoyed them, you know, and maybe it was.
I love Ron G blend tapes.
For me, coming from Philly, we didn't really have a lot of mixtapes like that. Our mixtapes in Philly was Jeff and Cash and Sinbad scratching and tricks like that. So when I came to Morgan, I never forget, it was like one day I was on the bridge and I just heard the acapella Something in the Way You Make Me Feel, and then I heard Impeach the President came on and I lost my goddamn mind.
But see, but that's what I was about to say though. But think about that though. That was different. That was cats taking the acapella of one joint and putting it over a beat. Somebody singing. We talking about this cat almost trying to reinvent the wheel with the Marvin Gaye shit and using Most Def, MC. I'm sorry, but some of what made the song what it is that it was Marvin. You know what I'm saying? It was Marvin's voice, Marvin's singing, Marvin's, you know, vocal. But let me just say this though. Let me just say this because it bothered me at the time. And you mentioned her name, and I just had to throw this out. This is out of left field, but I got to throw it out there. But when Nicki Minaj did that shit recently on her album cover, taking a picture of Malcolm and turned it into, and it says "looking ass nigga," like a nigga looking out the window.
That had me hot.
Oh, I
ain't see that. Was a straight violation on every level. And it kind of goes along what we talking about. You know what I'm saying, about taking some shit and trying to change it up to fit this hip hoppy shit or whatever. But that's not hip hop, dog. That's counter hip hop. You know what I mean? That's total antithesis of what hip hop is about. Like when KRS did the joint, you know what I'm saying, for By Any Means Necessary, and he's in the window with the shades on looking out. That was an old, like, you know, Kill with the, you know, the book that catches.
But I think the hard part with that is I remember older people having a problem with that. I remember my uncles being like, yo, what? Oh, nah.
Right, but were they hip hop heads though? The older cats?
Nah, but what I'm saying is I understand what you're saying, but I'm just saying like it goes into the, not to get back into the whole musician producer thing. You know what I mean? It's almost like it depends on who you are, is how you view it. You know what I mean?
Because like, my mom's didn't have no problem with that.
But no, I think the KRS-One joint.
Yo, y'all.
The KRS-One joint.
All right, Big Vic.
Peace, man.
Peace.
With the KRS-One joint though, is if you take a minute to listen to his message, it connects to what Malcolm is saying.
Right.
No. I'm just saying off the strength for the cover.
Right.
You know
but it's the wording she had on the cover.
Right. I agree too.
Come on, man. I mean, that's just a total violation, man.
But let's be honest. Even if it didn't say looking ass nigga, I know for me, I would have a problem with Nicki Minaj using it. Period. Even if it didn't say that.
I wouldn't make that assumption because I would want to see what that's about. I would give it.
See that? I would just be
because everybody turns a page at some point in time. So that might have been her page turn. So I'll be like, okay, what is this album about? Is she flipping the script? Is she talking about something of substance now? If she wasn't, then I'd be like, yeah, that's some whack shit using my cover. But I would give her the benefit of the doubt in the beginning. But the fact that you put that on there and then you had the audacity to write that on the cover, the audacity.
Yeah, that shit. That's straight violation, my dude. Oh my God.
But you know what the problem is, B? Like you just said, it's a straight violation. But that happened last week, and ain't nobody ever going to talk about it again.
Yep, nobody even talking about it. It was a little blip on the radar.
They shut it down.
I mean, they shut it down, but what I'm just saying is that for doing that violation, if this was 88, she'd be like, her
shit might be over.
Yeah, her career may be over. So I'm saying, they shut her down, but you're violating. But we're living in a time when Lil Wayne can kiss baby on the lips, and Rick Ross could lie about being a CEO and not being a CEO, but he is a CEO. So we're living in a time where you violate all day, and you just get like a smack on the wrist, and you just keep on doing your thing. It's like a youngin' shooting somebody, and you just getting probation. Like, all right, youngin', just whatever. Jails are filled, just keep it moving. So that's what it's almost like now. Violation nowadays, like you said, the internet's in a roar. I can't believe this. She does the album cover, and then a week later, everybody forgets about it. They move on to the next.
You know what? That's not just hip hop. That's just the day that we live in.
I mean, yeah. It's just how stuff comes in. The media is so much stuff that nothing holds weight, long enough anymore. Like, so.
Right.
One thing I do want to add to this whole thing, though, another example of the shit in terms of like, the redoing the classic. Like Kill, I don't know if you've seen it, Ev. I know Kill, you've seen it. The Motown documentary, Standing in the Shadows of Love or whatever.
Yeah.
And you know how they would do it, like they talk about, a particular song that they recorded and, the backstory behind it and all that shit or whatever. And then after that, they would cut to a live performance with somebody performing with them,
right,
doing the song they were just talking about. And I love the documentary. It's one of my favorite, especially music documentaries. But the light-skinned cat, I forget the brother's name, Ben something or some shit. What the hell is his name, y'all? But he gets up there and tries to perform a couple of Marvin joints with the band. And I'm like, and I've been watching that shit with my man, my old partner in music. And I'm like, yo, this is a violation, dog. Like, this nigga, they should have just got up there and let the band play.
Just play.
Nobody singing. I think it's Ben something, man. Not Ben Gordon, Ben something. Forget his name.
Or at least get somebody who can
hold it down. But he was terrible. I mean, terrible. And my man knows him. My man was like, yeah, but he ain't the best singer. He plays guitar and this and that. And I'm like, then sit your ass down with the band, my nigga. Stay in your lane. It's a violation, dog. Come on, man.
Nah, I feel you.
Leave that shit alone, man. I'm sorry. I'm with Ev on that shit, yo. Word up.
All right, y'all. Well, look, another dope show live from the writer's bench. Laughs again. A lighthearted episode. What a guilty pleasure is, I don't know. I don't believe, if y'all ain't listening to this, go listen to this. Yo, this last train to Paris, man. This is it right now. In fact, I'm
that shit out the plastic though. Like you still got the plastic on there.
No. It's open. It's sparked. It's open. The CD open.
Okay, all right, yeah, you verified. All right.
Nah, it's all good. So as always, YouTube.com live from the bench. Check us out. www.livefromthewritersbench.com, and then don't forget, check us out every Friday, Strictly Hip Hop 88.9 weaa.org. We on every Friday during that 1 to 2 o'clock hour. We on It's always a quick, short segment of our hour-long show. But definitely check it out. Supporting my man Vegas is hosting again, so definitely getting the show back on point. So definitely check us out there. As always, brothers, great chopping it up with y'all. Beezo Ev. Check y'all next week. Peace and lock.